what actually got me involved with the flying star was I started learning this about 3 years or so after I had mastered the Western Feng Shui, okay? And I have clients all over the world, and one of my clients that was referred to me, because 90-some-odd% of my clients are referred to me, she was back in Michigan, and I'm like, you need to take a picture of every room and the front of your house as you're going into it. She's like, my front door, she goes, my camera was stolen. I was like, really? I said, does your front door face east? You know, she's way over there, right? She's like, yes, how did you know? I said, well, I didn't. I said, but according to Flying Star, if your front door that year faced east, that's where the robbery star was. So I was like, okay, confirmation. So I learn things and then God confirms them for me. That's how I've always rolled since I was a kid, okay? So I was like, okay, there's a lot to this. So I started learning more and more. Truly, honestly, these things do not turn me on, okay? I don't think they're beautiful. There's a few things I like, that's pretty, but there's a few things that are just like, really? I hide them. I hide them in my home. But the energy of it is very powerful because there's billions of people in the East that believe that. Remember the word believe? So what we're doing is we're tapping into that same pond, like I learned from the Qigong master, is that consciousness. So if we tap into the same consciousness of something that's powerful, we're more empowered. Make sense? So I really started learning it. Okay? So the little dinosaur and rhino is what you want to use for the robbery star. And you move this every year depending on where it goes. Well, what happened to me last week was a little robbery. Okay? Not in my home. But we have a couple clients. Anyways, we have a client and we bought them gift cards from Macy's. And it says believe on there. But anyways, and I put it in the mail and I had a psychic hit that this could be stolen. Guess what happened? Sure enough, it came back to us. Their big house is right down the road here. You just turn right and go all the way down to where the mountain is. That's their big house. Then they had a house that we sold downtown on the high rise there, like the 14th floor. We just sold that, so we sent it to that address because they actually have two of them there. Sorry. One we sold, he still lives there. It got sent back to us and the card was missing. So I was like, well, there went all those hundreds of dollars. But my husband's like, I bet they can track that. And I'm like, really? A gift card? They can track that? Sure enough, I was like, you go, rabbit. He's a rabbit. So sure enough, he found it and they were able to put a stop to it. So the moral of the story is, I've been feng shuiing for 15 years now, right? Been doing this one for about a little over 10, diligently. But because of these little rhino and the elephant, they're making the robbery less of a travesty, okay? Because they're giving me more luck. So to me, that was very lucky that they were able to do that. And not that so much they were able to do that, but that they didn't already use the card.